Pisces is the most spiritual sign in all of the zodiacs. I'm going to use numerology, gematria, to have karma built up, right? Pushed out in this life unless you learn them, right? S is 1, I is 9. Now 9 is also associated with 9th zodiac. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel for another video. It's your girl Jacqueline. On this channel we talk about lifestyle, wellness, spirituality, and so much more. In today's video, we are going to decode your name. We're going to decode my name so that you can decode your name. If you want to learn how to decode your name, what exactly is decoding a name, blah blah blah, etc, etc, keep watching the video. Let's first start off with what is decoding. Now we're using the word decoding in like the spiritual sense, and decoding is to find the hidden meaning behind something, right? Like symbolism. We like to think the world as 3D, right? But it's so much more. There's so many more dimensions within that 3D realm. Now the way I like to decode something, or specifically my name right now, to my own knowledge, I'm going to use numerology, gematria, and just general research on the internet that I find. What is numerology? Is a numerical value of letters in words, ideas, and names. What is gematria? Gematria is an alpha numerical cipher. For numerology, gematria, I'm going to be doing my whole name. Now, if you want to follow along with me so you don't get confused, go ahead and get out a sheet of pen and paper. A sheet of pen. Go ahead and get out a sheet of paper and pen and go ahead and do it along with me. Pause this if you need to. I want you to write in all caps and make sure to put a lot of space in between your names. So I'm going to do Jacqueline in all caps, and then Nicole, Sierra. And underneath, I want you to use the cipher. I want you to take a screenshot right now if you need to of the cipher. You're going to write the corresponding number to that letter. Now after you do that, for each name, I want you to add all the numbers up. So underneath the J is 1, A is 1, C is 3, Q is 8, U is 3, E is 5, L is 3, I is 9, N is 5, and E is 5. Okay, you add all that up and that equates to 43. 4 plus 3, right? Because we're doing a single. 4 plus 3 is 7. And then let's go ahead and do the middle name. So N is 5, I is 9, C is 3, O is 6, L is 3, E is 5. That equates to 31. And if you simplify it, that is 4. And then my last name, S is 1, I is 9, E is 5, R is 9, R is 9, A is 1. And that comes out to 34. 3 and 4 is 7. So then we're going to take the simplified version of all of it, 7 and 4 and 7, and that equals 18. And then you do 1 and 8, which is 9. When you do this for yourself, you're going to add it up exactly how I showed you. You're going to condensify it, right, as much as you can till you get your single number. I got 9. That is the overall energy of my name, and the meaning behind it is the overall energy of 9. Now I look up, stuff, general research, or you can even research this stuff from a book, right? There's books on numerology. There's stuff out there on the internet as well. And I'm gonna read to you what I got in my research, right? What they said about the number 9. And at first when I got 9, I was like, oh, this is good. You know why this is good? Because of the fact that I wish my room was okay. Back to it. Peasants. I'm just kidding. Okay, what was I saying? When I first found out, that the overall energy of my name was the 9, I was like, ooh, like this is Tesla's 369. I think the quote goes, to understand the energy of the universe or whatever, is to understand 369, the vibration of 369, right? When I looked this up, this is what I got, right? I'm gonna read to you from it right here. So Tesla's 369 is the highest vibrational frequency of any number. And the 9 is also related in tarot, the major arcana of the Hermit. Now the Hermit is known to go off on their own in search of spiritual knowledge. 9, not merely a dreamer, but command high frequency energies that can get things done in a highly effective manner. 9s are more likely to do things that are connected to uncovering their inner wisdom than they are to producing merely material outcomes that produce a monetary gain. And I was like, oh shoot, like this is getting better and better. Like when I was doing this, I'm like, ooh, like this is aligning. Like I understand as I continue my journey in this life, as I grow and evolve, like it slowly, like the definition is like this shit becomes real, right? Some things you only believe it's true is when you actually experience it, when it comes into your experience. Now 9 is also associated with 9 zodiac, which is Sagittarius, the visionary sign. 9 seek to serve humanity. The impulse of the Hermit is to go into the wilderness like Christ or the Buddha did and learn deep spiritual lessons about the nature of reality. Some get lost in the woods and never quite serve humanity. I thought that was so funny, but I'm like, I better not get lost. I'm not getting lost. But I do feel like the Hermit card, it really aligns with me. So does the High Priestess. Feeling a calling to teach others the spiritual lessons that they have learned going out on their own, up the sacred mountain as Moses did, out into the desert like Christ did, or deep into the forest as the Buddha did, right? They 9s are highly emotional. Damn it. I don't want to be emotional, but I'm coming to terms that I am very emotional. I don't want to be, but that is the way that I function, and I need to express that or else I'm fucked up, So if you're like me, if you're emotional and you don't want to say that you're emotional, you don't want to actually bring that out, well, hate to tell you, but you have to, or else you're gonna be fucked up. You need to understand yourself more. Highly emotional. Okay, we're getting off topic. Okay, now they also talk about the karma of that number. Now I've learned and I've heard, right, and it does make sense, right? When we think of karma, most of the time we think of like, oh, you hurt me, you're gonna get hurt back, right? Something like what you do comes back to you, like that sense, right? Like if you do something bad, it's gonna come back to you, right? Like it's gonna bite you in the ass. But I've learned that real karma is like, if you have this belief, and I have this belief that we incarnate multiple times, and in this sense, in karma, relating to karma, is that Earth is a place to learn lessons, to create, to live, to love, to experience, right? We're spiritual beings in a human body, in a human vessel. So it's like, this is what we came here to do, right? They talk about soul contracts. I'm not gonna get into that because I still don't know about that much. But essentially that before we incarnate, we have a contract with ourselves that like, these are the things that we want to fulfill in this life. But if you don't fulfill them, right, when you come down here, because you forget everything, right? That's the belief, that's the idea that we forget everything. And down here is when we choose to align to that, right? Align to the contracts that we made. When, fuck off. Who's calling me? Texting me. Green Chef. I had Green Chef, but I to cancel it. We're budgeting, I like Green Chef though. Not sponsored, but you can sponsor me if you want. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so right, like, okay, when you don't learn those lessons and all that stuff, and you die, it's gonna be passed on to the next one, right? Like, you're gonna have karma built up, right? The lessons that you have to learn, they're gonna be pushed out in this life unless you learn them, right? Unless you get past them. 9 energy appears to be the result of spiritual development process that may have been going on for many lifetimes, culminating energy of lifetimes of spiritual questing. Those who live from this intense spiritual energy are usually not satisfied with an ordinary profession unless it serves larger spiritual aims. I was like, okay. Feeling particularly attracted to teaching, creative writing, and humanitarian work. Views others with affection and deep human understanding. I do have deep love. And that also comes from my sign, Pisces, and my rising Cancer. My moon is Aries, which is fire, you know. Pisces is the most spiritual sign in all of the zodiacs. Explains this. Their deep aim or drive or whatever in life is to develop unconditional love. And I was like, damn, because you know, I had this experience where I experienced the highest level vibration, love, enlightenment, joy. I've experienced that deeply. It wasn't that long, but I've held multiple experiences and I actually know how to get there. Anyways, and the first time that it happened to me, that I was conscious of, was when I accepted Jesus into my heart, which essentially is unconditional love, right? Christ consciousness. I'm not religious at all, so if I talk about anything about religion, it's because I've been in it and I'm on the outside and I understand it. I'm able to analyze it and understand it, and I kind of want to spit that out for other people in a way that is they can retain it, right? Because most of the time religions, it's a lot of fear mongering, it's a lot of judgment and all these things, right? We have this resistance towards that. I've experienced the energy of love so deeply. It literally is another freaking dimension, undescribable. I mean, if I could describe it, I'm describing it right now. It's freaking amazing. If you want to know how to feel that deep sense of love and stuff like that, I can share my experience and I could tell you about it and how I got there, right? The thought process that got me there. But if you want to know that, comment down below. And it involves religion, you know, my little journey through religion and stuff like that. I was born Catholic. Not born Catholic. I was baptized Catholic, and I guess that was my religion. I didn't like going to church on Sundays. I like singing. What was that? Would I listen? No. I was literally 12. How am I going to relate to these stories? I'm 12 years old. I would be talking, and then my dad would be like, he'd be like, you know, making those faces because I was chatting with my siblings, you know. Sometimes when I tried to pay attention, I'd even fall asleep. You know, my dad would force me to wake up in the morning, and I was like, Daddy, I do not want to go. I do not want to wake up in the morning. While doing further research on my name, Jacqueline, my first name, it has overall energy of 7, where the number 7 is it said it's analytical, understanding, knowledgeable, studious, independent, fearless, investigative, practical, spiritual, intelligent, reserved, mysterious, and intuitive. I'm like, am I reserved? Sometimes. I'm trying to protect my energy and I gotta analyze. Intuitive, yes. Could I be mysterious whenever I talk about these things and people do not know what the hell I'm talking about? Very mysterious, I could be. Intelligent, of course I am. Fearless, sometimes, right? Knowledgeable, yes. Understanding, I do my best, yes. Analytical, sometimes, right? Independent, I could be. Studious, when it comes to this, yes. Yes. Investigative, this is being investigative. And it's funny because the lucky color is green, and I was like, bro, my favorite color is lime green. That is my color favorito. Look, let me show you something that is lime green. For someone who likes green, I don't have a lot of green stuff. Spring water only, gang. If you're drinking tap water, stop. I can make another video if you want to know why you shouldn't drink tap water. Girl, you want to know. This stuff is very interesting, so I suggest you dabble in it. If you feel attracted to this in the first place, because you're meant to dabble in it. You're meant. This is attracting you for a reason, right? Everything happens for a reason, divine timing and all that stuff. That is it for my video. Make sure you guys are following me on my socials. Please comment anything down and go ahead and like this would help my channel. And if you haven't subscribed already, what are you doing? What are you doing in life, girl or guy? Comment any video recommendations or what you liked about this video, what you want to see more of. I hope that this was an educational and entertaining video for you. And until next video, remember that you are loved, you are guided, and you are protected. And don't you forget it.